Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to plant some potatoes and garlic. Now these potatoes I bought maybe 5 weeks ago, a little bit too early. I don't know if they are still, the seeds are still alive or what. So my advice to you, don't be like Ovi. Buy your seeds, your potato seeds, just a few days before you're ready to plant. So make sure you're ready to plant first and then buy the seeds. Now I'm gonna plant them in these fabric bags. Now these fabric bags, I have two 15-gallon fabric bags, and I also have 5 20-gallon fabric bags. So it's something new for me, and I think it's gonna work out very good, very well. And this was a suggestion by a friend named Paul in Pennsylvania. And I've seen other people do it on YouTube and they work wonders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up with dirt and compost and a little bit of peat moss on top and plant my seeds. So I'm going to start with a 20-gallon fabric pot. I'm gonna fill it up with dirt. I'll take that back. Compost. I'm gonna do 120-gallon and a 15-gallon, one of each to begin. I'm gonna add a little bit of peat moss and fertilizer and then mix it up with my hands. Let me tell you, I'm beginning to feel like a real jibarito now. So that's a 15-gallon fabric pot, and this is a 20-gallon. I don't know, but something tells me that I should have been a farmer many decades ago. But it's never too late. I'm not claiming to be a farmer, I'm a homesteader. And some of these things I had to learn as I go. 2 pots are done, and I'm gonna do 2 more. Okay guys, so I decided to put the fabric pots right between these 2 raised beds, and it came out nice. So I'm utilizing all the available space that I have around my raised beds, and this is perfect. First I'm going to start with the garlic, and you plant them 4 to 6 inches apart, 2 inches deep. Now this is the fat part, that's where the roots grow down, and this one already started growing leaves going up. You see that? So the skinny part, the pointy part goes up and the fat part goes down 2 inches deep. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm gonna do 1 more right there in the middle. I got plenty of seeds. They're kind of dried out because I bought them like 5 weeks ago. So again, don't wait that long, just buy them when you're ready to plant. All right, now you want to cover it and then water at the end. Okay, now let's go to potatoes. I have 4 seeds, 5 seeds per bag. I'm gonna plant them all here. They're still alive, but they're drying out. All right, what does the instructions say? You should water early in the day. you should place the potato seeds 18 inches apart. Now that's if you do them on the ground, but if you do them on a raised bed or a fabric pot like this, you can plant them closer together. 3 to 4 inches deep. Yep, that's good enough for me. And I'm gonna come around later and water. Alright guys, so I just watered all my pots and I'll come back in 2 days, and if it doesn't rain, I'll add more water again. But supposedly you're supposed to water them early in the morning, not late in the evening. Oh, and by the way, I've never grown potatoes nor garlic in the past. This is a first. And yeah, we gotta experiment until we get it right. Will it work? Yeah, probably. But yeah, stay tuned. And in a few months, I'll give you an update on this. But right now, what I want to do is I want to take another pot and plant mint. I didn't know what to do with that plant earlier in the day, and now I know. So this is my second and last 15-gallon fabric pot. Now, I don't know much about these pots. This is the first year I use them, but a lot of people swear by them. They're definitely very handy, very useful. You can move them around. You can move them, if you know, even if you live in a city, you can get something like this and put it on your porch and grow tomatoes, peppers, anything else that you want. So yeah, hopefully by next year I'll give you an update on these, and they are super inexpensive. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link on the description below of this video, so that way you get an idea. I'm going to add a little bit of peat moss to this. Canadian sphagnum peat moss, and a little bit of fertilizer. Not that the mint needs it, it'll grow without fertilizer, but I like to add it to all my plants anyway. So, oh, I think it's like, right Maria, it's like 90 degrees right now.
Very hot.
Ah, super hot. All right, by the way, my wife Maria is behind the camera. There's her hand. She likes to come out and see progress and helps me out wherever she can.
To see he's really working.
Yeah. Maria, someone on my video yesterday asked where you were. And obviously a lot of people don't know that, you know, you watch the grandchildren 3-4 times a week, and you're very busy with that. I think they were referring to your videos on your channel, and we just haven't had the time because of the homestead.
Yep.
We haven't had times to make a whole lot of videos on my wife's channel.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been super busy with the land for months, and now that it's spring, a lot of jobs, and now that it's spring, we have even more to do. All right, so this is peppermint, and my wife chose this plant yesterday. And the reason we put peppermint in its own container is because it spreads. The roots will spread throughout the year, and next year it'll pop up everywhere. So if I put it in a raised bed, it'll pop up everywhere. But here in the container, obviously it'll be contained within this area. So there we go. Now we have peppermint forever. This is one of the hardiest plants to do. You know, peppermint, spearmint, they'll grow forever. In New Jersey, we had mint. I can't remember if it was I think it was peppermint. And we plant one plant, and we had it spread all over. We had peppermint for years. So, all right, let's go find a spot. and I'm gonna put it right here. And see these bags that you can move around, and I'm gonna put it next to these. I planted, Maria, I planted
Potatoes?
garlic on the first one, red potatoes, red potatoes, red potatoes.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and water this a little bit and come back in 2 days and do it again if it hasn't rained. Now if it rains, I don't have to do it for 2 days after the rain. And I'll do that maybe for the first 2 weeks. And then after the roots are established and the plant is growing, I will not water as often, less often, maybe 3 days, maybe 4 days. But I'll keep an eye on them, and you can tell when they need water. All right, guys, with that, I think I'm done. I'm done for the day, and thanks for coming and watching this video. I know a lot of you have a lot of better things to do. It's spring, it's nice outside, but what I do during the spring and summer, I like to spend it all the time. I like to spend it outside. Well, it's kind of like the winter. I spend a lot of time in the winter here too, outside, because of the wood boiler, the cutting of the wood and stuff, but you know what I mean. But anyway, I thank you, and I want to wish you a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. We'll see you tomorrow, because right now I'm going out inside the house, to have a cerveza. All right, bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to come back. I'm building this last raised bed, and I'm gonna go jibarito on it. Even in the hard times.